Hey there. So, here we go with the bouncy camera because I'm going to be bouncy on the camera. So, I decided to do a reading for you. I know you didn't ask for it, but it's been plaguing me, and when it does, I decide to do a reading. So, I did one for the situation that we had spoke about you and your person. So I'm going to keep everything really generic about you and your person and everything. So I just want to go over what I am seeing in the cards. I haven't went over. I pulled your charms, and I pulled some oracle cards and messages from your spirit animals as well. But yeah, charms over there. I haven't went over them yet, and I just drew these. But I did have to go over all of the tarot cards because I don't know all of them yet. But I just want to go over what I see here for your situation. So there's 9 cards. I did have this little bugger jump out with that one. So you get an extra one. And then this one I needed to clarify just to get a better answer. So for the situation we were talking about with your person, just to see, I wanted to see if we can get some answers, just because I know it's really been plaguing you about how everything kind of went down recently. So, okay, we'll start with the first card, which is here, the Ace of Wands. And this is dealing with the past part of the situation. And the Ace of Wands typically deals with wanting to start something new. Like planting a new seed. There's this like inspiration. Like it's really there is this excitement. Like they were like yeah, basically like I've got an idea and I'm gonna run with it and it's gonna be great. And as it always says, that that seed of inspiration doesn't necessarily work out, as we both well know. And unfortunately, I think we found out. So, and that's really basically it for the past. The second card here, the Hierophant, that's dealing with the present situation. Right now, then that says basically there's a telephone call, and I could give 2 shits. So this is to work with a guide or a teacher or a mentor, and wanting you to work on like spiritual stuff. And it also said to to work, that sometimes that work can also come from within, that you can do that work from within, which I thought was kind of pertinent. Pretty simple stuff there. Then the third, now here's where we get into the meaty stuff. So we've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. And when we get to the 2 of Swords in reverse, this is going on your person's thoughts. And this is all about indecision, confusion, difficult decisions. Don't be surprised if they have to kind of cut off and withdraw for a little while. They're going to be needing to think about everything, really. But this situation in particular, because they can't really figure out the answers. And, the cutting off of communication, not just with you, but with everyone, is really because they were having a hard time figuring out stuff. They don't really know what the answers are, and they don't know how to figure it out. So don't be surprised if that happens. And if it does happen, don't take it personal. It's just because they don't know how to get these answers that they're looking for. Oh, excuse me, I need a sip of tea. Oh, good Christ, I'm nearly out. Okay, so next is card 4, Nine of Swords, which was one of my least favorite cards. I hate this card because I always feel so bad for the person that gets it. This is dealing with your person's thoughts toward you. And this is like a card of anxiety and nightmares and sleepless nights. Like in a traditional tarot deck, if you see this, it's a woman lying in bed and just the 9 swords above their head, and they're just holding their head. They can't sleep. And they're just stricken with nightmares, basically. So that's your person's thoughts towards you right now. Because I feel like they're so troubled by it. And I do think they are, because they've got so many thoughts. I think, as you do, I think it's a very balanced, what the fuck. So, it's a mess. But then, okay, so 5, that's the Tower in reverse. And the Tower in reverse is dealing with your person's feelings toward you. And so the first one was the last one was the thoughts. This is their feelings. Excuse me. So Tower in reverse is kind of like their... Oh, I can't read my own writing. I need to pick it up. Hold on. Okay, so this is talking about that they have personal transformations coming up, and they're kind of like they're anxious about that. And they see that there's damage coming. So they're trying right now to minimize the damage that's coming. The way they best know how. Because like a tower, if a tower is happening, you can see the destruction of it. A tower moment in someone's life is kind of like in my life when I had a tower moment recently. Everything goes to shit. Your whole life goes into upheaval. So this, and in reverse, there can be inner upheaval, but it's it almost gives you insight that a tower moment's coming. So she's preparing for it. She's almost got a little bit of insight that it's coming. Which is kind of cool that she can see and feel that moment coming, but it's kind of upsetting that we can see that she can see it's coming. Is that meta? I don't know what that is. So the next one we are on is the 6th card, which is the Empress card. And that has to deal with your person's wants toward you. And the Empress is all about being the divine feminine. She is the divine feminine. Doesn't necessarily have to be a she or a he, but it encompasses those kind of qualities. Mother Nature, being grounded in the earth type things, and your person wants to get to that idea, having that kind of power about themselves. And so since that's what they want toward you. Is that what I even have written? Yeah, toward you. Yeah, toward you. it almost feels like, I'm going to actually real quick look at my other book and see how they describe it. Because it was kind of like a vague one on there. I was like, let me see how I can stretch it out to be a decent. And it's kind of not that decent. Which Emperor? Oh, there's Empress. Sorry. Looking right at it. Okay, so this one says, the queen, feminine power, matriarch, mother, fertility, pleasure, luxury, beauty, success, initiative, evolution, over attachment, domestic upheaval, delay, lack of creativity, and waste. So it's kind of interesting that it comes right after the Tower in reverse. So she wants to be the Empress. She feels these personal transformation coming. She wants to become this divine feminine power. I guess I can technically stop doing this whole this person thing. I can only remember it for so long as I'm trying to channel this shit. But it's okay. Let's see. Because the next card, I think, really kind of helps. She wants these things. She wants to become this, but there are personal changes coming, you know? These personal changes are coming, and she knows it. She's trying to minimize the damage of these personal changes. In my head, I'm hearing, I don't want to hurt him. And then I'm hearing, like, he's the best friend I've ever had. Okay, that's, sorry. But anyway, next card, okay. And then, so the next card is the Death card. That is a card associated with the Scorpio zodiac, which is my zodiac, actually. And this is what it says, what I need to know about her endings, what I need to know about her. And the Death card deals with endings. It deals with change, transformation, transition, and rebirth. So I think that's kind of a beautiful card. Everyone gets kind of weirded out when they get the Death card because they're like, oh shit, there's going to be a death. No, this is all about rebirth. Like, you know, when death happens, it's the beginning of something new. So, like, you know, what you need to know about her, it might be the ending of something, but it's the start of something new. So, keep that in mind. And then the next one is advice that the universe wants to give you. So, I thought this was really interesting. So, both of these cards came out at the same time. The Four of Swords, they came out like at the same. I was like, which one do I do first? So, and I think I got it backwards. So we'll start with the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is all about, like resentment and self-doubt and thinking you did something wrong. And, like, how did I fuck this up? Like, disappointment. Basically thinking you fucked the situation up. And then you get the Four of Swords associated with it as well. And the Four of Swords is all about laying the swords down, taking a rest, and calming down. And I think that's really beautiful for you because it can remind you that when you're beating yourself up, thinking you've done something wrong, to stop it. Be kind to yourself. Because those self-defeating thoughts that you're doing, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, I destroyed everything, I fucked it up. Lay down those swords against yourself. You didn't do it. You're just beating yourself up. Because that's what we're used to. And like I said, those horrible thoughts you think, would you say that to anybody else? No. So stop saying them to yourself. And remember, practice every day. It's going to take time. And then finally is the outcome. Now, when I did this, we got another swords. 7 in reverse. And this is all about self-doubt. Again. So this whole situation ends in self-doubt. And I was like, oh no. Like, what is shit? I was so pissed. I was like, I can't, like, so I had to clarify it. Like, it ends in self-doubt. Well, you need to explain yourself then, cards. I cannot hear this, and I will not leave it on that shitty of a note. I will not. And then we got the sun afterwards. And that's just, like, the confirming of that, like, yeah, sure. You have self-doubt. You're gonna hit moments here and think, this is the biggest mistake. But at the end of it, when you get the sun card, nothing but better things are coming with the end of this. And all I can think is, like, this transition, the death of something that needed to come to an end, and your self-doubt, and being able to teach yourself to stop doing those things to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you were a bad person, that you deserve those things. And then the more self-doubt that you throw on yourself, it's going to get covered up by the fucking sunshine, and you're going to be okay. Now that's what I'm seeing in the cards. That's what I see. But we ain't done yet, baby. Alright, so next on the docket is the spirit animal oracle cards. So, I haven't read these yet, so let's see which ones you got. The ladybug. It is time. This is a time of good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive all good things in life, or in your life. It's a good one. You just have to have your eyes open a lot, I think. Okay. The elk, or wapiti. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. And if they don't, fuck them and walk away. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Now these are like, these say God and God and God and God a lot, and I kind of get annoyed, but I still like the messages. Okay. Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. Ow. I haven't read this one before. It's a good one. I like that one. Okay. Impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial, and I'm always at the right place at the right time. That's a good one, too. That's a good one for me. Damn, I gotta take a picture of that one. All right, and let's go over your charms that I divined. Okay, so, like, I always just kind of go over them and see what I give you my interpretation of them, but not everybody has the same interpretation, and some things have their own meanings. But so if you see something, you're like, oh shit, that means this to me because of my grandmom, or this because of an uncle or something, just, let me know if something is important to you and I missed. But I just kind of make my own meanings for things. To say, I thought I had a 4 in here. There. Okay, let's see what numbers we got going. Hey, you're normal. It's normal. Yeah. Oh, I mean, one, you could be dealing with someone who smokes pot. But mainly, I think right now, it's just like, I feel like pressing that issue of like everything's totally normal. With the telephone calls, they think I'm gonna answer? No. I think with this pin, I always like this pin, but I feel like I got it at like Aladdin's castle, but it just reminds me of like going on like a date to like an ice cream parlor. Like a really sweet date. I don't know why. Like a really cute, innocent date. So, I don't know why that's in there, but it's in there. Okay, let me get these together and we'll go over. I should do this beforehand, but I don't. What is this? Is that real money? Hey, yeah, it's Icelandic money. Oh, man. Got lots of coins in here, man. That looks like some prosperity coming your way. And lots of rocks, too. That's the kind of rocks you got. But, well, for me, there's always rocks because rocks. I cannot help myself. Rocks are in my charms. And a fuck ton of dominoes. Did you... Maybe someone who played dominoes? Did you have like a uncle or grandfather? I know you hung out down in those like shady parts of the city. You watching old men play dominoes down there? Shit, fuck ton of coinage too, man. I'm getting ready to come into money or something. Okay. Yeah, God, all my prosperity stuff is coming out. And double love. Lots of love. Friendship, good luck. Got some letters here. We'll have to check out what any initials. Okay, let's do this shit. Woo. Okay, numbers wise, you got 4, 4, 3, 5. I don't know. Those are important numbers, but those are there. Then over here we got 6, 5, 4, 6, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 6, 4 on the dominoes. You got... Okay, so this is my good luck leaf. Like, tides are turning a new leaf. Like, something is transitional, changing. Good. Like, this is like a good luck thing. And this is also another thing for me, is if like the black leaf is turned onto this side, because on the opposite side it has like the texture. So if it's on the bottom shiny side, god damn it, do it, there we are. It's kind of like, that means like the shit times are finally coming to an end. That's just my symbol of it. Ooh, I'll change this, change it for a second here. The little otter, which I stole from PetSmart when I was 8, eek, is my symbol of like, just like, go with the flow, relax, have a little fun, but just go with the flow. Like, you know, I'm guilty of the same, but just chill out and go with it. And then the salamander, they're really cool. The old mythical legends of them is that like people thought they used to be able to survive fires. That they could go into a fire and come out and ding, they were fine. That's not true, but that was their legend. So it's pretty interesting shit. So I think that's kind of cool. Like, you like, but maybe that's another interesting thing of like, people think you can handle anything, but you can't. Oh, sorry. That made me want to cry. Okay. Okay. Robert Plant is my hero, which is one of my favorite pins ever. But this is one of my favorites to put up for like the everyday working man who can do anything he sets his mind to. Even become a fucking giant who walk the earth. You know, I think this is really important when people need to hear it, that if someone from the West Midlands in England can become a superstar around the world, you can put your mind to anything and you can do it. So I think that's always an important one to get when you're looking for that reassurance that you can do it. Now, this is interesting. I know it's half of a best friend's heart. When I read this today, it did not come off to me as half of a best friend's heart. It came off as be free. But it's just my interpretation of it. This is, it is a self-care ring. So maybe just a reminder to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You know, make sure you are taking time out to take care of yourself. Remember, you cannot fill other people's cup when your cup is empty. This is also important. This is my symbol for divine timing. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Joe Boxer. You can't, you can't do things on your time. You have to do it on their time. I did get this. It's a little doily thing. And this is all about, like, mothering, mothers. Maybe this means that, like, a mother figure or a grandmother figure. It's just like putting her presence out there to let you know that she's here or watching over you, just kind of letting you know that you are not alone. This is a tool, an Allen wrench, a really shitty one, but meaning this, my symbol saying like you have the tools to do everything that you're setting your mind to. So don't worry, you have the tools. Right here, one of these, meaning this is for good luck, this is for friendship, this is for grounding. So that's a good one to pull. Now this one is a stone that I've picked up along the way that starts out so opaque here and then really kind of gets like this beautiful translucence, which I always associate with the idea that like at one point you couldn't see. You know, you couldn't see through it. But things are starting to get clear and you're starting to understand it and you're going to be able to see it clearly soon. Just keep with it. Keep working on it. You're going to be able to understand the answer before you know it. And then I got two of these. I got one like this. And one like this. This whole idea of 50-50. Friendships, relationships, everything is 50-50. Both people, or many people, everyone has to put work into a relationship or a friendship. So make sure it's not one-sided. Okie dokie. Next, we have got, I'll start here. This is like an old bank, MBNA. That was like my prosperity pin. And we've got some Chinese coins. One Icelandic coin. A really, really old Chinese coin. More Icelandic money. More American money. Another Icelandic coin. So I think a lot of money is coming your way. You got both of my heart earrings, so you got a lot of love coming your way. And let's see. We've got C, S, Z, G, D, G, two G's? Is that two G's or did I drop them in the same? Oh, no, that's... Oh, looky, yeah, no, that's a C there. Well, maybe I did, but still, yep, my initials. Weird. And an R. Yeah. But that's it then. Those are all your charms that I divined, and your cards. And there they are. Yep, and then I got over here just a nice little layout of everything. Trying to get everything all beautified and ready to go. Just try and give some nice answers. So I hope maybe this will help you, and you know, whatevs. Alright, hope today is better. Take care.